London is an amazing city. As the saying goes, tired of London, tired of life. This doesn't mean you shouldn't get out every once in a while and explore. We'll start with Oxford. With regular buses and trains, the journey takes just an hour to an hour and a half. As a small city, Oxford isn't short on things to do. Many of the buildings date back 600 years or more, which means it's a great place for history buffs. A trip to Oxford wouldn't be complete without touring a couple of the university buildings. 38 colleges make up the historic University of Oxford, the oldest university in the English-speaking world. A maze of over 40 boutiques and foodie spots, Oxford Covered Market is a wonderful place to meander around. If books are more your style, you can visit sites from Alice in Wonderland and the Chronicles of Narnia books. Oxford has it all. You can go punting on the River Cherwell, take a tour of a medieval castle, stroll in a pretty garden, or enjoy a drink in a historical tavern. Next is Canterbury. Conveniently located an hour from London by train, the picturesque streets of Canterbury are steeped in history dating back as far as the Roman times. As you make your way through the town centre, don't be afraid to get lost down the little alleys that extend off the high street. This is where you'll stumble upon the prettiest buildings and endless photo opportunities hidden around each corner. Built in 1380, the West Gate is Canterbury's last remaining medieval gateway. Standing at the edge of the River Stour, it's the largest surviving medieval gate in England. A 10-minute walk from the town centre will take you to the oldest church on record in the English-speaking world. St Martin's Church has been in continuous use since the early 6th century and is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Take in over 1400 years of English history when you visit the world-famous Canterbury Cathedral. The original church dates back to the year 597, when St Augustine first landed on the shores of Kent as a missionary and became the very first Archbishop of Canterbury. Just shy of London, Windsor is a stunning place that's steeped in history, and the best part is it's only 30 minutes from central London by train. Windsor is over 1,000 years old and is explored best by walking the cobbled streets. One of the top things to do in Windsor is to go for a cruise along the Thames. Departing from Windsor Promenade and lasting around an hour, you'll head up the river and learn all about the history of this incredible part of England. Located just across the River Thames, you'll find Eton. The home to one of England's most prestigious schools, Eton College. You can't visit Windsor without exploring iconic Windsor Castle. Being one of the world's oldest inhabited castles, it's a royal residence that's loved by Queen Elizabeth II. St George's Chapel is located right within the grounds of Windsor Castle, with many iconic figures in British history buried inside. Bath is a totally stunning and historic city in England, and as it's located just 90 minutes by train from London, can easily be visited in a day trip from the capital. Bath is the only city in the UK to be designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with some buildings dating back almost 2,000 years. Bath is also full of parks and gardens. The Parade Gardens run along the riverfront near the Abbey, the last Gothic church in England. Pulteney Bridge, with a sweeping horseshoe-shaped weir, is one of Bath's most famous photo spots. Pulteney Bridge is no ordinary bridge either. It's only one of 4 bridges in the world with shops across the full span on both sides. Walk through one of the world's earliest retail arcades, the Corridor, or the famous indoor market and the oldest shopping venue in Bath, the Guildhall. Stroll around the tiny lanes south of the Roman Baths, explore Church Street and its small independent shops and tea rooms. Probably the most famous Roman baths in England, the Roman Baths is exactly the reason why Bath, as a city, was established. You see, almost 2,000 years ago, the Romans believed that they could harness the spa and geothermally heated waters that came up from underground. And if you're looking for somewhere for a day trip during Christmas, Bath should definitely be on your list. Cambridge is a great place to visit for a day trip. Located just a 1-hour journey north of London, there's a great deal to see here. Browse the stores in Cambridge Market Square, a market that's been here since the Middle Ages. It's next to Great St Mary's Church, a historic place of worship, with the tower offering views over the colleges. Then get lost in Cambridge's little alleys and narrow lanes, and beautifully landscaped parks. Make sure to take a look at the Corpus clock, built and paid for by inventor and alumni John Taylor. Of course, you can't come to Cambridge without taking a look at the university. Founded in 1209, Cambridge University is the second oldest university in the English-speaking world. One of the best ways to see the colleges is by taking a punt up the River Cam, which passes by some of the prettiest areas of the city, like the city's own water highway. Starting at the wooden bridge, fondly known as the Mathematical Bridge, your punter will give you a commentary about what you're seeing while doing all the hard work.
The Black Death arrived in this country. Within 18 months, the population crashed from 5.
This is also the best way to see the Bridge of Sighs, an iconic feature of St John's College, and one of the most recognisable pieces of architecture in Cambridge.
And so far, the lost 31 are 140-44, starting both ways in front.
I hope you enjoyed today's video and this has given you some inspiration to take a trip out of the city. Please remember to like and subscribe, it means a lot. Thanks for watching!